It was a dark and stormy night, and the young couple, Jack and Emily, were driving down a deserted road in the countryside. They had been looking for a place to spend the night after their car had broken down, and stumbled upon an old, abandoned mansion. Despite the ominous feeling they got from the place, they decided to take refuge there for the night. As soon as they stepped inside, they felt an overwhelming sense of dread. The air was thick and musty, and the walls were covered in a thick layer of dust. But they shrugged it off, convincing themselves that they were just being paranoid. As they explored the mansion, they came across a room that had been locked from the outside. Jack, being curious, decided to try and force it open. After a few minutes of struggling, the lock finally gave way, and they stepped inside. The room was unlike any they had ever seen. The walls were painted black, and strange symbols were etched into the woodwork. But what caught their attention the most was the large pentagram in the center of the room, surrounded by candles and skulls. Suddenly, they heard footsteps coming from the hallway. They froze in fear, unsure of what to do. The footsteps grew closer and closer, until they were right outside the room. The door slowly creaked open, and they saw a figure standing in the doorway. It was a woman, dressed in tattered robes and with long, unkempt hair. She had a crazed look in her eyes, and was holding a bloody knife in her hand. Before they could react, she lunged at them, screaming incoherently. They scrambled to their feet and ran for their lives, but the woman was hot on their heels. They raced through the mansion, dodging furniture and dodging obstacles in their path. Finally, they made it to the front door and burst outside, gasping for breath. As they looked back, they saw the woman standing in the doorway, still holding the bloody knife. And then, just as suddenly as she had appeared, she vanished into thin air. They never spoke of that night again, but the memory of the haunted mansion with its dark history and twisted secrets stayed with them forever.